Hey, good afternoon. My name's Maureen Fry. I'm a retired Army veteran, and I want to thank the City of Burlington for having a Veterans Day ceremony at all. And so it's an honor to be here. It was an honor to serve, and it's important that we recognize that when you serve your country, you take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. And so we've all done that, and we're hopefully all going to continue to do that in whatever capacity we can do that. Whether it's a private citizen, whether it's an activist, whether it's a community member, a citizen, you serve the Constitution first. So thank you for the City of Burlington for having this and honoring us, and I think it's an important thing. So thank you.
Good morning. It's 11 a.m. Please join me in 3 minutes of silence as we stand in remembrance, as we stand in commemoration, and also as we stand in celebration. 3 minutes, please. Thank you. Welcome and good morning. Today is a time where we come together again on Veterans Day. I'm Reverend Mark Hughes, the commander of Howard Plant, Post 782, Burlington, Vermont, Veterans of Foreign Wars. So I want to welcome you to the commemoration, but just want to remind you that today doesn't belong to veterans. That's why when we spell Veterans Day, there's no apostrophe after the S. It is about veterans. It doesn't belong to veterans. So today is a good day. It's a great day. It's all about veterans, and this is a day when folks can make it about veterans as well. Today we're joined by the mayor of our great city, Burlington, Vermont. We also have members of our congressional delegation to commemorate and celebrate Veterans Day. We commemorate Veterans Day because today it honors the sacrifices of veterans and provides an opportunity for reflection. But we celebrate because the day celebrates the patriotism and the service of veterans. So before we get much further, we are blessed and proud to have with us yet again Brother and Mr. Larry Salt. Please join us for the national anthem. And who? Colors, peace. Present, huh? Order, halt! We want to go straight into the remarks today, and I'm really proud and happy to welcome a friend and also the mayor of the great city of Burlington, Vermont, Emma Mulvaney-Stanak. I'm sorry, the Honorable Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanak.
Good morning, all, and welcome to Battery Park. I'm Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanak, and I am proud to be standing with you all this morning to honor Veterans Day. I'm deeply grateful to join the veterans, the families, and fellow community members here today to honor the service and sacrifice of Burlington and Vermont veterans. Veterans Day offers us an opportunity to share a heartfelt tribute to those who have dedicated themselves to our country. To our veterans, your bravery and your steadfast commitment to the values of freedom, equality, and justice have not only protected our democracy and our constitutional rights, but inspired others to serve our community, our state, and our country. To the families of our veterans, we recognize the strength and resilience you have shown. Your sacrifices sometimes go unnoticed, but today we acknowledge the crucial role you play in supporting your service members, and we offer you our profound thanks and gratitude. Let us ensure that future generations understand the importance to service, to community, and to one another, and let us all embrace our duty of civic engagement. As a community, let us also commit to supporting our veterans not just with words, but with our actions, ensuring they receive the same care, respect, and dignity that they have given to our country. And in closing, and I think of my grandfather today as a veteran from World War II, we are eternally grateful to the services made to our veterans and their families, and may we remember and honor you, not just today, but every day here in the city of Burlington, Vermont, and the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Next, we do have we do have someone, I do believe we have on hand a representative from Senator Sanders' office, from Bernie's office. This is Ryan Joseph, Outreach Coordinator.
Can everyone hear me all right? Awesome. Okay. As mentioned, my name is Ryan Joseph. I'm an outreach rep from Senator Sanders' office, and I'm honored to be here and celebrate this day with you all. Unfortunately, the senator wishes he could be here today, but has asked me to share the following remarks on his behalf. Dear friends, thank you for the opportunity to join on Veterans Day here in Burlington. I want to thank Post Adjutant and Quartermaster Michelle Caver with VFW Post 782 and everyone who has helped organize today's ceremony to honor our friends and neighbors who have served our country. I want to express a special thanks to our state's veterans and their families. Vermonters have had a long and proud history of military service, participating in every major military conflict in U.S. history, dating back to the Green Mountain Boys participating role in American Revolution. We owe all of our veterans and their families a tremendous debt of gratitude, which we will never truly be able to repay. Today and every day, we must recommit ourselves to keep America's promise to you, just as you kept your promise to us. It has always been my strong belief that those who put their lives on the line by going off to war deserve the utmost respect from their government when they return home. We may disagree as a democracy about the wisdom of a conflict, but I believe there should be agreement about making certain that veterans and their families get all the benefits they earned through their service on time and without delay. We must also ensure access to the best quality health care this country can provide by protecting and strengthening the Department of Veterans Affairs. And we must ensure that no veteran goes hungry or is forced to sleep on the streets. While the VA must play a significant role in this work, local veteran service organizations, the two vet centers, Vermont's Office of Veterans Affairs, the Vermont Veterans Outreach Program, and the State Veterans Home play an enormously important role in making sure that every veteran may have a place to turn when they need care, services, or just someone to talk to. As a longtime member of the former chair of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee, it is my honor to do my very best to keep this promise. Please know that as your senator, your service and sacrifice remain with me as I serve all of you in Washington. To all those here today, know that I and my staff are here for you and will help in whatever way we can. On behalf of a grateful state, thank you for your service.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Thanks for showing up, and definitely let Bernie know we are eternally grateful for everything that he's done for us here in the state of Vermont. Those of us who are veterans, I think everybody who's a veteran who's here knows the hard work that has gone in from Bernie and the work he's done, especially down in White River, in the White River Junction area. So thank you so much. I also want to shout out the auxiliary that's in the house. Just give it up for the auxiliary right now. Clap your hands for them. They're here. Lenora is here. She's got some. Raise your hand, Lenora. You got some poppies over there, just in case you want to get a poppy on your lapel. I'll get one right after this. And also want to just shout out the Senior Vice Commander who's somewhere here. Where's the Senior Vice Commander? Right over there. Raise your hand one more time. Sarah Tolos, thank you. And I've got previous commanders, got other members of 782 around here, so I want to thank all of y'all for showing up. Kevin, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. Up next, we definitely have somebody from Senator Welch's office. We have the Constituent Services Representative James McNerney. McNerney? Is that correct? James McNerney? Sorry about that.
Well, good morning, everyone. As he said, my name is James McNerney. I'm Constituent Services Representative and Outreach Representative covering veterans issues in Senator Welch's office. The Senator was regretful that he wasn't able to make it today, but he asked that I share some thoughts on his behalf. He is deeply grateful and humbled by the veterans and their families here today for both your service and the sacrifices made as a part of that. Senator Welch likes to remind folks on these occasions that while he hasn't served and while he's not a veteran, he has a deep and abiding appreciation for those who have worn our nation's uniform and put their lives on the line for our country. Those of us who have never worn a uniform are forever indebted to those of you who have. Indeed, it is you who make it possible to ensure that we civilians have the ability to live and work in peace, harmony, and security, and we are forever grateful for that. We're so fortunate to have men and women willing to step forward, prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice for the benefit of you and me. On a personal note, I just wanted to share that I was there to witness the groundbreaking of the new Post apartment building, the former and future home of the Howard plant, VFW Post 782, as well as now much-needed housing for those exiting homelessness. And in my mind, this exemplifies the sacrifice-first nature of our veterans, the willingness to open up that space. You guys are not only the first to stand up and risk your lives when we're faced with external threats to our way of life, but are also among the first to stand up and act and support our communities in times of peace as well. Senator Welch also frequently reminds us that one of his guiding principles in Washington is that the cost of the war must include the cost of caring for the warrior. He was a proud sponsor of the bipartisan Honoring Our PACT Act, which has helped veterans access health care, providing 5.8 million toxic exposure screenings and delivering benefits and care to veterans impacted by toxic exposures from burn pits while serving. So far, we are so proud to say that nearly 1.3 million PACT Act claims have been approved, including many more than 1,400 in Vermont. The Senator's office is always available to help all veterans and all Vermonters. If you encounter any issues with the VA or any other federal agency, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are here for you and stand ready to assist. So this Veterans Day and every day, let us continue to honor the service and actions that have fulfilled the commitment from our troops, their families, and our veterans. You are all worthy of the honor of a grateful nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. We are also appreciative of everything Senator Welch is doing as well for veterans here. Please give him our regards. We love the senator. So we want to call up somebody from Becca Ballan's office. Jessica, are you here? Jessica Nordhaus? Jessica's coming to us, and I want to shout out my I think my adjutant as well as my quartermaster and my service officer are all here, but they're the same person. Michelle Caver's right back there.
Good morning. My name is Jessica Nordhaus. I am Director of Community Outreach for Congresswoman Ballant here in her Vermont office. The Congresswoman is honoring the day down in southern Vermont and has asked me to come and share her words with you. Thank you. Okay. Today, as we gather to commemorate Veterans Day, we honor and remember the brave Americans who have served to protect our nation. Veterans Day is about paying tribute to the courage, dedication, and selflessness of our service members, while recommitting to a future that upholds the ideals they served for. America's soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guard served the cause of a nation, striving for justice, where the rights and dignity of all are protected. They served to protect the ideal of a nation where every voice is heard. Let's honor them by continuing the fight for a more perfect union where no one is left behind. We can fully honor our veterans only by ensuring that we serve and care for them when they return from duty. Caring for our veterans is as much a cost of war as the munitions needed to fight. And we must never forget to do whatever is required to provide for those who have borne the battle. We must also recognize the sacrifices of their families back home, the mothers and fathers, spouses and children who carry the weight of their absence and support our troops from home. On this Veterans Day, I'm reminded of the principles that unite us as Americans. Words like liberty and justice for all should be more than a line in the Pledge of Allegiance, but a reality we constantly strive for. Let us also serve our veterans by continuing the work that remains to live up to the highest ideals of the nation they serve to protect. I extend my deepest gratitude to the veterans of Vermont and across our country. Your profound dedication to our shared values inspires us all. We will never forget or leave behind any of you who have served. Thank you.
Shout out Representative Becca Bell, and congratulations too, getting back in there. That's good, fighting the fight. We're gonna have fun now. It's mandatory fun. We're gonna sing the service song. Is everybody up to that? Sing the service songs. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off. I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but when you hear your service song, or if you hear one you recognize, just wave or something like that. Or you can, however you normally do it, you might want to put your hand over your heart, or you might want to salute, or whatever you want to do. But Larry's going to play a medley, and here we go. Are we ready? Is everybody ready? Okay, this is also a celebration. Is everybody ready? Okay, here we go. All right, here's the next one. Do you recognize this one? Where's my coasties at? Any coasties in the house? Or they call them Coast Guardians, right?
That's for our friends, right down over the bank.
Right down over the bank. Okay, the third one, I'm sure you're going to recognize this one. I know there's some people here. Go give it to them, Larry. Where's my Navy people at? There's one. There's one. Anchors away. All right, we got two more. What's next, Larry? We go into the wide blue yonder. Where are you at, Air Force? Yes, there's Air Force. Air Force there. I always want to say, yay, at the end. And finally, where's my Marines at? Hoorah! Hoorah! And one more last applause for Larry Salt. Thank you so much for coming. We always appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yep, Veterans Day. It's a federal holiday, and it came with a bunch of twists and turns, but ultimately somewhere about 105 years ago, they decided that it was a thing, a federal holiday, formerly known as Armistice Day after World War I. A little fact that I dug up as I was doing a little research before speaking today is did you know that the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Howard Plant, Post 782, is the same age as Veterans Day. I thought you'd be impressed. I thought you'd be wildly impressed. I figured people would be rushing the podium when I said that. But yeah, Veterans Day, Armistice Day. The name was changed to Veterans Day to honor veterans, not just from World War I. And what would transpire over time is we would just be talking about veterans in general. Veterans Day honors the nation's veterans, all veterans, whether prior service, retired, active duty, reserve, National Guard, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. Today we honor all of the nation's veterans, estimated to be roughly about 18.6 million people. Our nation's veterans come from all walks of life, all states, all territories, every race, every gender, every religion, every political affiliation, from all of our cities, from all of our towns, from the suburbs, from rural areas, all across America. We're rich, we're poor. Veterans come from everywhere, and we hold one thing in common and one thing above all, and that is that all of us committed to giving service to this nation. All of us committed to giving service to this nation. Those who have served literally walked away from their lives and joined service in the military. That means leaving everything behind, going distant places, sometimes even for years and years. Service to this nation, being away from their families, also even committing, not just being away from families, but making a commitment, making a deep-seated commitment that even changed our very lifestyles and the way in which we went about life in general. Soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guards, all who serve this nation are the folks that we honor today. Those are the people that we honor today. And it is a proud distinction that they carry, that all of them, all of us, can be called veteran. Today we thank, we recognize, we acknowledge, we denote, we applaud, we honor our veterans, and we thank them for their service. Yeah, now if you're here today and you're not a veteran, that's okay, that's cool, that's okay. What you can do is this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity because you can show some appreciation, you can show some expression, you can show some gratitude, you can say thanks to your service members, and there's different ways that you can actually do that. I mean, how often, veterans, have you heard somebody say thank you for your service? You've heard that, right? Quite frankly, sometimes when people say that to me, I don't really know how to respond. I honestly don't. And sometimes I just kind of fumble around, and then ultimately, and most veterans who are here are going to chuckle a little bit because you know exactly what I'm talking about. And ultimately I say, thank you. Like, what am I doing? Thanking you because you thanked me? Or thank you. Right. So now I'm starting to learn, fellow veterans. Say it again. Somebody said something.
You're worth it. I'm honored.
He said, I'm honored. Say something else. Thanks for your support, and you're worth it. Is what some. So we're learning new languages, us veterans, because we're so awkward. Most of us. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself. So clumsy. We don't really know how to accept. Sometimes it's hard for us to accept it. Just that gratitude, that appreciation. Let me tell you a couple other things you can do. Those who are not veterans, just ideas. Think about this. It pales in comparison, but think about Father's Day. Or think about Mother's Day or something like that. What would you do? Because sometimes it's like, well, what do I do? What do I do? Send a card. Maybe send a little note. Just a suggestion. These are some of the things that we can do to honor our veterans and to honor one another as veterans. I might send you, I know you're a veteran, Kevin. I might send you a card. I might be a veteran. I might send you a card on Veterans Day. Say, hey, Kevin, thank you. I appreciate you.
Don't send any flowers.
Oh, not again, huh? The other thing, too, is maybe you might want to consider taking them out to dinner. Maybe you might want to pray with them. I know there's a bunch of folks out here who are folks of faith. And I think most of us know that prayer changes things. Is that right? Maybe go for a walk with them or something like that. I think most veterans, when we finally figure it out of how to respond to your gratitude, generally I think what we land on, and this is just the world according to Mark, is that I think what we land on is it was an honor to serve. And I'd do it again. It was an honor to serve. And if I could, I'd do it again. Take the memories of Veterans Day 2024. Take them with you when you depart this place. So we're surrounded with a great cloud of witness right here. As you look to the left, you look to your right. When you leave this place, give somebody a kind smile, a warm handshake, just to let them know, hey, I see you. Let our veterans know that you respect the fact that they offered up a period of their lives in one of the most modest and selfless ways known, service to this nation. They blindly committed to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. Now, no matter what your politics are, your social views, that ought to count for something. These men and women, they stood for something. They stood for something. And as God has shown favor on this nation at a time such as this is a good time for us to honor those who were willing to lay it all down for this nation. So veterans, we thank you. Veterans, we honor you. Veterans, we acknowledge you. Veterans, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Veterans, happy Veterans Day. That concludes the ceremony.
So I'm here today in Burlington to honor all veterans. My dad was a medic and in the Battle of the Bulge. He was combat wounded. He would have been 105 on Sunday. So that's why I'm here today. Thank you, veterans.
Good morning. I'm Lenora Travis, and I am the upcoming president of Post 782. And I'd just like to thank everybody for doing something for Veterans Day. Our veterans need us, and we need them before and now. So I'd just like to thank everybody for coming here to Memorial for our ceremony. And God bless our troops everywhere that they are, and may God watch over and protect them. Thank you, and have a blessed day.